Hello! Online student registration for students returning to the Alcorn School District is now open. All students entering grades 1 through 12 will be required to complete this process online. We put this video together to explain the online student registration process. By following these steps, you'll be able to complete the registration process for your child in a few minutes. Let's get started. There are a couple of things you will need to begin registration. First, the person completing registration must have an active parent account. Secondly, it is recommended to complete registration from a desktop, laptop, or full-size tablet like an iPad. The process is very difficult on a small screen. If you don't have an account, you can create one using the active code that you receive for registration, but those steps are explained in detail in another video. Start by going to www.alcornschools.org and then click Menu in the top right-hand corner. Then click Active Parent. You are prompted to log in with your username and password. Enter your username and password. Once logged in, you should be presented with the beginning of the online student registration process. If the registration screen is not displayed, you can click the menu in the top right corner of the screen and then choose Registration. Here we begin the process of registration. Click the link to enter your active code. The active code was provided to you on a letter from the Superintendent of Education. If you have misplaced this letter and need a new active code, you will need to contact your school office for another code. Continue by entering the 12 characters from the active code. The active code can only be redeemed once. Once you click Redeem Code, the system links your child to your active parent account and you may begin the process of registration. Click the drop-down menu and select the student you wish to register. Once a child's registration has been completed, the child is removed from this drop-down menu. You will not be able to complete another registration on them. Review the information provided on the welcome page. Make sure it matches the student you wish to register and that the date of birth and school are correct. Click Begin Registration. Here we have the demographics page. You will notice much of the information on this page is not editable. Some fields are only editable by contacting the school counselor. If you notice any information not editable is incorrect, please contact your school counselor so it may be corrected. The school counselor will let you know if additional documentation may be required to update the information. Review the information for correctness. Choose a primary home type if this is not already filled out. This information is utilized by our Federal Programs Department. To continue, click Next Step. The next page explains residency requirements. If you have moved from one address to another in the last year, you will need to provide 2 proofs of residency. You can see the acceptable proofs of residency and the other requirements listed here. Again, this information is only required by families that have moved since registration of the previous year. Please review the information on the page. The student address should be anywhere the student stays for an extended period of time. This may include residences of parents that are divorced or if the student is involved with a particular custody agreement. Mark one of the residences as primary and then continue. The phone number entered here should be the contact phone number of the primary parent as a backup for emergencies. It will also be listed in later steps, but this information is stored in separate locations in our system. As you can see here, the phone number is not listed correctly, so we are correcting it. When editing the phone number, put the correct type of phone. We will touch on the Do Not Call option in a later page. The phone number listed on this page will not be used by our mass notification system. If you need to upload residency documents, you can do that with the Residency Documents button on the bottom of the page. This will assume you have taken pictures and forwarded those to your computer for uploading. Any attachment will be reviewed for accuracy. The school counselor may request physical copies of the documents if the attachments are not clear or missing information. In that case, they will reach out to you when processing the registration. To continue, click Next Step. The next page is for updating transportation information. The options selected here should reflect how the child is transported the majority of the time. Additionally, if you know the bus number of the bus that travels by your house, please enter that here. When you're done reviewing the information, click Next Step. The next page will be skipped. All of this information is manually entered by our school counselors. Click Next Step. On the next page, you can review all immunization and medical disclaimers and provide a scan of your Tdap immunization record if required. Enter the required medical history by clicking the drop-down and selecting as many fields that are applicable. If none of the choices apply, then click in A after that. Answer the remaining questions. All fields are on this page required. When you are done, click Next Step. Next, we have the permissions section. These permissions will also be covered in our student handbook, but if you enter them here, the answers will import into our student information system. Please answer all of the required fields. For Google Apps, the district is required to get permission for each student to have an email account. Additional information regarding this is available on the technology page of the district website. All fields are required to be answered. When you're finished, click Next Step. The Parent and Guardian page explains how parents and guardians are contacted by the district. Currently, the first listed contact will receive all notifications sent by the district, as well as school-specific notifications in the event your child was marked absent from school. Contacts in position 2 and 3 on the page will receive district and school alerts, but will not receive any absentee notification. Additional contacts can be provided, but will only be called by school personnel in the event of an emergency and previous contacts are not reachable. When adding or reordering contacts on this page, please make sure to mark the appropriate checkboxes in each contact profile. Specifically, pay attention to the contacts that are marked as having the ability to check in or check out your child. The school will not allow your child to be checked out by anyone not listed on this page. You can reorder the contacts by using the down and up links next to the Edit and Delete buttons. If the contact information for each person has been entered on another sibling's registration, it may be imported to the current registration by using the Import button. At minimum, each contact should have a good phone number and address, but you can also add a mailing address if that is different than your residential address. When adding or editing a phone number, check the type of phone. For a cell phone that can receive text messages, choose cellular as the type. For a landline, choose home. We have added an additional type that allows us to filter out phone numbers from our mass notification system. This type is Do Not Auto Call and is located at the bottom of the phone type list. Choose this for a contact that does not wish to be contacted via our mass notification system. Choosing this phone type does not exclude that phone number from being called directly by school employees. Finally, please answer the questions regarding custody at the bottom of the page. To continue, click Next Step. The next page just reminds you about the importance of putting in an application for free and reduced meals. This application is available during the school year and July 1st for the upcoming school year. You can complete a free and reduced application on myschoolapps.com. Parents also have the ability to pay for meals online using the MySchoolBucks platform. The platform allows you to use your debit card to load funds for meals on your student's account. After reviewing the information, click Next Step. We're going to skip the surveys page because there are no surveys being conducted at this time. In the future, this page may show simple survey questions that can be answered during the registration process. Click Next Step. Finally, check the box, confirming that the information you entered is accurate and true to the best of your knowledge, and enter your full name in the box. You can print or save your registration packet by clicking Print All. Finally, click the Save and Finish button at the bottom of the screen, and then confirm your decision to submit by clicking OK on the pop-up box. Congratulations! You completed online student registration. We are so excited to have your child back for the upcoming school year. Thanks for watching.